What's up with y'all? Jay Ninsky 361. We out here right now in the Maine. And I'll figure I'll go ahead and do a video. Now, being that in this trucking game, right? Being that most of us get paid off mileage, some get paid off percentage. Then you have the owner operators, and then you have the next ones up from the owner operators, which is the carriers. Now, riddle me this, right? Riddle me this. Brokers. Why do brokers want to contact drivers? This is why, and I'm going to tell you this too. This is exactly why brokers have bad reps among minis, right? Why they have bad reps. But this is one reason why they have a bad rep. I get a load. I work for a company. I get a load. Dispatcher send it to my email. Cool, no problem. I got it yesterday, really. But I looked at it today because I was still on another load. All up until maybe like 2 hours ago. So I look at the load right when I go ahead and drop my other load. Put it right here. Put it right here in my trusty book. Right? I'm looking, I'm like, why it just doesn't have an address? It have a city. It doesn't even have who is it doesn't even have the name of the business. Just the city. Just the city. You know? And I look at it, I'm like, pfft. Then I get a text from my DM. Here, the flip side to the whole coin. I ended up calling them. Because I seen there was a missed call on my phone. First off, why are you calling me? This is why you guys have a bad rep. Why are you calling me? You don't need no correspondence with any drivers. Unless you're dealing with an owner operator that actually booked the load through you. Then yeah, okay, I can understand that. I didn't book the load through you. My DM did. Drive management did. I don't even know you. And frankly, I can care less about you. Because I already know what you're doing. You taking too much way off the top. I could easily walk inside here and ask them how much did they sell this load for from the shipper. Easy. But hey, I'm kind of curious. What you guys normally sell these loads for? Because I can give them some rinky-dink old excuse. Right? So you call me. So I'm like, who is this that called me? I mean, I got call ID so I know who it was. But I'm like, who is this? Why are they calling me? Hey, this is such and such. This is such and such from such and such.
Looks like you gotta do manual labor. I don't want to do that.
And we just want to know, did you drop your load? Did you drop your load yet in Portland? No. I'm actually dropping it right now, though. I'm about to go in there and check in. Like, how can I help you? Oh well, we got a load for you for such and such such. I just want to know what's your ETA? I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell you my ETA because they haven't unloaded me yet. This is the conversation. I said, hey, by the way, let me ask you a question. I'm looking at this information now, and there's no address on here. So there's no address, there's no pickup number, there's no nothing. Oh, well, yeah, when you go ahead and get there, when you on your way and get there, can you just call me? Why do I need to do that? You can just text it to me. Because what I normally do is get a load, I drop the load, put the information in my GPS, go to the next location, and be on my way for the next customer. That's what I told him. Oh, okay, cool, no problem. So he texts me the information. He just texts me the address and the pickup number. Okay, cool. All right. Now that I'm sitting here at the shipper, I'm looking at all this other information on here, and I'm finding out that a lot more information. Then the flip side to that coin is, as I get here, he called me again. Hey, just want to know if you got unloaded yet, and if you're on your way to the pickup. Actually, I just now got here. Thank you for asking. Yeah, by the way, did you send me that information? Which I already knew he did. Oh yeah, I texted to you. Okay, cool. Said, well, can you do me a favor? Can you call me when you get loaded and about ready to leave? And why would I be doing that? Oh, just so I can let my customer know that you loaded and you're on your way. So you know what? I'll do you one better than that. Won't you go ahead and call the dispatcher who booked the load with you and go ahead and ask if you can have my tracking information to the truck. She got it. No problem. You don't need me to call you. Of course, I didn't say that last part. All right. Okay, cool. I know it's cool. So, this is what I deal with. Right? This is what all drivers deal with. You know, when I call myself trying to be a businessman, which deep down inside I am, right? But it just get to a certain point when you're dealing with people like brokers that you don't want to. It's very difficult to be a businessman. Let me reframe that. It's difficult to not be professional. And the reason why is because these asinines, first off, is already robbing you off the top. They rob you off the top. Let's go through something real quick. For a carrier have to pay for everything, including pay the driver, right? The carrier pay the driver. The carrier got to pay for the insurance for not only the one that the driver's driving, but for all the trucks. The carrier got to make sure they pay for the fuel. If they go through tolls, the carrier got to pay for tolls. The carrier got to pay for any kind of malfunction, breakdown with the truck whatsoever. The carrier also have to pay the driver detention pay. The carrier also, if happened, the carrier also have to pay for layover pay, breakdown pay, right? All the stuff that the carrier is responsible for, right? Not to mention if the stickers, not to mention inspections, multiple things that the carrier have to go ahead and pay for. That's what the carrier has to pay for, because that's the carrier whole. This is what the carrier do, right? On top of paying all of the other associates with that carrier, right? The broker, on the other hand, only has to pay for the broker insurance, right? Which is not very much money. Just not very much money, right? And of course, all is little, utilities, Of course, how much electricity are you actually burning inside your extra spare room or inside your office space that you and 50 others of which is a business is basically killing? Or let me reframe that, using. How much electricity are you guys actually burning with those computers, not to mention your telephones, right? To whereas when you get these loads for $5,600, why are you going ahead and only giving 7? 1 second. What's up?
You been in the office yet?
Yeah, I checked in. You told me the part right here.
All right, so you gave me your number already?
Yep, sir.
Okay.
Second, now with these carriers, with the brokers, if that's all they paying for, and when they go ahead and get this caseloads of actual let me not say caseload, when they get these when they bid for these loads, when they bid for these loads and say, hey, I got X amount of trucks, let's use these low numbers. Let's say they say, hey, I got 10 trucks at my disposal for you. Let's say it's Home Depot, right? Let's say it's Home Depot, right? Let's say Home Depot call. Let's say they call Home Depot, right? And they say, hey, I got 10 trucks for you, right? I can move some freight for you. Home Depot, this is the distribution. Home Depot say, okay, cool, no problem. You got 10 trucks. All right, let's see. I give you $5,500, and I want these trucks to go a good 1,200 miles to drop in various locations from this distribution site. I'll tell them I want to go 1,200 miles in different locations for $5,600 straight up. As a carrier say, okay, cool, no problem. We got that. Carrier. But as a broker, the broker say, cool. He find his 10 trucks. He put them on the load board. They find 10 trucks that's looking to go somewhere. He puts it on the load board, pop up on the screen. He puts it on the load board to go 1,200 miles. He only want to give you maybe 75 cents a mile. Sometimes $1.50. Very once in a while, you're gonna get $2.35. Now, if you get $2.35, Okay, cool, you got 235. But what about the people who get 75 cents, a dollar? Pretty sure those are the carriers. Maybe 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Maybe 4 owner operators got the 230, maybe. But then they want all this other stuff done. Right? Now, as a trucker, you gotta tell yourself, you gotta see the flaw. Look at this, people. Do the math. Well, god dang, this is only freaking 95 cents a mile. Before a driver of a company, they like, well, shit, that's like 1,200 miles. I got 1,200 miles. My company got to pay me 1,200 miles. So who's taking a loss, though? Who is taking a loss? I mean, some owner op may win, but come on, man. You only gonna give them about like what? You only gonna give them like $700, $1,200 at most for these loads. And then when some of these owner ops say, hey, look, man, I run a load for you. You know what I'm saying? You got it posted on the load board for $1,200. I run a load for you, man. Give me 15, man. Oh, I can't do 15. The best I can do. And then sometimes they don't even hit you with the best. They be like, oh, I can't do it for that. I can't. I can't do it for that. Right? Sometimes they be like, the best I can do is 13. And some of the drivers on the office, they be like, you know what, man, fuck it, man. I ain't trying to sit here too much longer. Look, I take that motherfucker. Like, oh, can you send us tracking too? What? No, tracking is only. Hey, look, check this out. Tracking is only for my high-paying customers, sir. That's what tracking for. You want this? Are they asking for this to be tarped? Cause I want my whole 250 if they want this tarp. So I want the 250. Send me the 250 now. That's what we're gonna do. Send me the 250 now. Send me the surcharges on the fuel surcharges now, and then you can send me the rest when I send you the BOL. Right? No, they don't want to do it. I gotta make some phone calls. Nigga, you didn't have to make those phone calls when you went ahead and put the load out there. You didn't have to make not one phone call. You just put it on the board and they called you. So now, why we gotta sit up here and pull teeth? Huh? Why do I gotta pull teeth from a crocodile? An alligator, a shark, a lion? Why? You know? I shouldn't have to pull no teeth. But this is the problem that drivers, owner-operators, and carriers are having with brokers. This is the problem. I can easily see, matter of fact, I can throw a name out there right now. And they got problems. They got problems. First initial T, last initial L. Yeah, they got problems. There's another initial right there in the. Yeah, they got problems. They already up under a big old lawsuit right now for about like almost $1 billion. Wait a minute, $1 billion? They got that kind of money? $1 billion? Ooh, they been boy. But you know what? I know why they got that kind of money. because they ain't been paying none of they ain't been paying they ain't been paying out. They ain't been paying out. I know you seen that video on YouTube where the truck went around there right to their location and say, hey, you owe me $8,000. And you seen that? Yeah. They workers is not getting paid correctly. But they got them up in there struggling and making all these moves and stuff like that for them. Faulty company. But you know what? There's others out there just like them. There's others out there just like them, just as bad of a name. Yeah. They're just like a lot of these trucker companies, truck companies got bad names. Hey, these brokers got bad names, but we ain't on trucker companies right now. That's gonna be a whole nother episode, right? But while we at it, go ahead and hit a comment. Hit a comment down there. And go ahead and hit one of those things, that little red button right up there. Because I'll tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now. At the end of the day, if every last trucker refused to do, and see, here's the thing. All we have to do is don't deal with brokers at all. Don't deal with brokers at all. Which means if you work for a company, your carrier is going to have to go ahead and obsolete the middleman. Because I'm pretty sure they got freaking brokers up in there. They got their own freaking logistics section up in there that they can go ahead and deal directly from carrier to the customer, carrier to the shipper. They can easily do it. They can easily do it. Easy. No problem. Hire more people to do it. You know? Just hire more people. Matter of fact, some of them TQL cats over there can go ahead and work. You know what I'm saying? Because they getting ripped off, so they need a job. Yeah, they need a job. Yeah, they need a job. You know, and I'm gonna go over there, you know, work for a couple people. But you know what? Some people don't even want to deal with the employees, just because they work with that company, knowing that it ain't the employee's fault. It's the company fault. See what I'm saying? It's the company's fault. My point, before I go ahead and end this, is this. Brokers are scandalous. You remember that movie with Ice Cube and Mark Epps, janky promoters? We should start using the terminology called janky brokers. That's what we should start doing. Start just using the terminology janky brokers, because that's what they are. They janky in the middle. Janky. Jay Ninsky 361, we out.